Many people believe they are being patient. They tell themselves they are waiting for the right time. They say they are being wise, careful, and thoughtful. But patience and fear can look very similar on the surface. Both wait. Both pause. Both avoid rushing. The difference is not in the behavior. It's in the intention underneath it. True patience is calm. It feels grounded. It doesn't create anxiety. It doesn't drain energy. Fear disguised as patience feels heavy. It feels tense. It comes with constant second guessing. It quietly keeps you from moving. Patience comes from trust. Fear comes from protection. When you are truly patient, you feel steady. You feel present. You feel at peace with waiting. When fear is pretending to be patience, you feel restless. You feel stuck. You feel like something is being delayed that you already know needs attention. Fear often convinces people they are being responsible. It tells them waiting is the smart choice. That clarity will come later. That certainty is required before action. But clarity does not always come from waiting. Sometimes it comes from engaging. Fear prefers delay because delay feels safe. It keeps outcomes uncertain but controlled. It allows you to avoid discomfort while telling yourself a reasonable story. Patience does not avoid discomfort. It simply doesn't panic in its presence. Fear avoids decisions by calling it timing. Patience honors timing without avoiding truth. One keeps you still. The other keeps you open. You can tell the difference by how waiting feels in your body. If waiting feels calm, grounded, and clear, that is patience. If waiting feels anxious, draining, and repetitive, that is fear asking for protection. Fear-based waiting often comes with mental loops. You replay the same thoughts. You weigh the same options. You imagine outcomes repeatedly. Patience does not loop. It rests. Fear keeps you busy internally. Patience creates space. Many people miss opportunities not because they moved too fast, but because they waited too long under the name of patience. Fear tells you that more time will solve uncertainty, but time alone rarely brings clarity. Action reveals truth faster than waiting ever does. Patience supports action when the time is right. Fear delays action indefinitely. Fear is uncomfortable with risk. Patience is comfortable with uncertainty. This is why fear often feels logical. It sounds careful, measured, thoughtful. But logic, guided by fear, always leans toward limitation. Patience, guided by wisdom, expands possibility without forcing it. Fear wants guarantees. Patience trusts process. Fear asks, what if this goes wrong? Patience asks, am I listening clearly? Fear focuses on outcomes. Patience focuses on alignment. Fear waits to feel ready. Patience moves when it feels true. Many people stay stuck because they confuse fear for patience. They believe they are honoring timing when they are actually avoiding truth. True patience does not disconnect you from intuition. It sharpens it. Fear dulls intuition by overthinking. Patience strengthens intuition by creating stillness. If you've been waiting for a long time, ask yourself whether your waiting feels peaceful or pressured. Peaceful waiting is patience. Pressured waiting is fear. Patience does not require justification. Fear constantly explains itself. Patience allows space for growth. Fear uses space to delay it. There is a moment when patience ends and responsibility begins. Wisdom knows the difference. You don't need to rush your life, but you also don't need to hide behind waiting. Sometimes the most honest thing you can do is admit that waiting has become avoidance, and sometimes movement is the clarity you've been waiting for. Fear waits for certainty. Patience trusts direction. The question is not whether you should wait. The question is whether your waiting is rooted in trust or protection, because one will move you forward when the time comes, and the other will quietly keep you where you are.